Today I will be going over how to play Dagger, the basics of Dagger, and what you probably want to equip on your side weapon with Dagger, and the talents and mantras that will be decently put on Dagger. And before I make this video, I want to tell you guys, just like I said in the other two videos, any build is good. If it's like for you, I'm not trying to say this is what build you should go. I'm just trying to make a video for people who want the basic knowledge of the weapon that I am making a guide on. But before the video starts, make sure you guys do subscribe. Only 0.7 of you that watch my videos are subscribed and 99.3 are not. So make sure you do that and like the video and share it. Let's get into this Dagger guide. So this guide will start off with a few tips and tricks on how to use M1s as a Dagger user and what you really want to be going for or doing, or what you want to be equipping talent wise, buncher wise for Dagger in 1v1 to get the most damage, not the best damage. Remember, this guide is for beginners and it's not for experts, it's not for builds. I'm just making this guide for whoever wants the tips and tricks and information to start playing Dagger. So as you can see, my character has a gun right here, and I only equipped that just recently. You need 60 medium for that. Instead, I'm gonna unequip my gun so I can actually show you guys some Dagger M1s and how to actually utilize them to your advantage. I'm gonna go all the way here because the campfire at the wind trainer is very bugged. I don't know why I can't sit there. Gotta light this up. Okay, so I have a whaling knife. Its M2 is not regular. I can't do anything about that. I don't have another dagger in my inventory, so I'll just tell you guys about the M1s, and you guys already know what the M2s are. So the first thing you want to do with M1s is always string them up. You don't want to try to feint your M1s. You only want to try to feint your M1s if you already know your weapon does a bunch of damage. If it does like 30 damage or 25 damage and percent pen, then you can try to feint and mix up. But usually if you're starting out, like going against people of your skill level that are lower, try to get like a full 4 string in or a full 3 string in before trying to feint, because it can really let your opponent predict when you're going to M1 again and let them parry your M1s. The M2 you really want to utilize to your best of your ability, because it's a 2 count hit combo, so you can do 1, 2, 3, and then do your M2 and it'll flourish them, but it won't get the last M1 in. I don't know why it doesn't count the last M1. I don't know if they fixed it yet, but yeah, you want to make sure you utilize your regular Dagger M2 to make sure you get extra damage in, and it also sometimes goes through block and does chip damage. The whaling knife I have on right now, I'll tell you guys how to utilize its M2s. If you want to get the best range with this M2, you don't want to just use it as a regular M2. You want to make sure you get some momentum, jump, and then M2, because it'll get you a little further than what you're expecting. And you also want to try to use it in the air to travel above your opponent or get that AoE damage, that the up, down, the aerial damage without you getting hit or getting punished for missing your M2. Now we got those out the way. Let me tell you guys about the stats that you probably suggestingly want to go on Dagger. On Dagger, you want to go strength. It depends on how much you want to go. I will not give you a specific number because I know some people love some talents of strength, but some talents of strength that make your Dagger build all the more OP. Like flourishing them into the wall blinds them, stuns them for longer, like I said within the previous video on heavy. And yeah, it gives you extra pen as well, and it can easily get you Thirster's Claw if you have enough luck. Fortitude, you want to go Fortitude so that you can get tanky. No one likes a squishy damage dealer. In some builds it's okay because you have something like Flame's Explosion, which will not let them get near you at all, or Ash Slam. But in a build where, let's say you don't have that at all, you don't have Fire, Ash Slam, Explosive, where your body becomes fire and you get to hit an explosive M1. Let's say you don't have that. That's why you would go Fortitude, so that you don't get shredded by anybody or anything. And yes, you want to get good armor, but the armor comes later. The Fortitude comes first, because if you just build armor and you have squishy health, the armor can't carry you. I mean, unless it's endgame armor, I guess. But most of the time, no one's getting a Bloodless, no one's getting a Blessed to get a Prophet's Cloak or to get a Black Diver Cloak. Agility. You want to get agility because you just want to go fast. You want to go zooming. I recommend Adrenaline Surge if you already don't have Lightning Cloak, or if you don't have Gale, you know, just to make your character move faster. Ice, Ice is good, but most of the time I don't see most Ice daggers, and I believe that is because their mantras are just too big, and it doesn't pair up well with the close range dagger, kind of like fists. Like you can use any mantra you want. I'm not saying you can't, but I would prefer something like I would prefer some I said ice. I would prefer something like Gale, Fire, or Shadow. Shadow, yeah. I don't know, I forgot that. Talents you want to go. It depends on what weapon you're using. If you're using Krillin, you already know what you want to go. You gotta go Bloodthirster. You gotta go all those blood stealing moves to get the utmost damage possible out of these people. I've never seen anyone go 0 blood in a actual 1v1, but maybe a bloodthirsty Cerulean knife with all the bloodletter moves and talents would get you that. I mean, in 1v1, I don't know if you'll be able to achieve getting someone's blood all the way low, but with regular daggers, you just want to get the bloodletting talent so that you can do damage to their blood and they won't heal as much. And you want to get the anti-heal so that you can cut off their healing in any way. I mean, you can't cut it off all the way. You can get the Ring of Pestilence, but it'll only cut it 50%, which is way more better than nothing because Reinforce heals a crazy amount, especially if they're, you know, spamming that thing or spitting. And yeah, those are the talents you probably would want to go on Dagger. They're not much there because Dagger's Dagger, it's still another weapon. And some of the talents I went over in the previous video are talents you'd go on here as well. Intelligence, willpower, and charisma, they're also good to go. I'm not saying you can't go them, but they don't have as much talents to help you out in an endeavor in a 1v1. Like, as much as you need as a dagger man, you would want to go strength, fortitude, and agility because they have more promising promising talents for you to use as a knife user. Let me show you guys some talents that I have that I think would help you on your knife's journey. Yes, that was intended. On your knife's journey for dagger and things like that. So a talent that you want to go is obviously Chronostasis, landing an M1 or Critical Strike. Now it puts target on cooldown, the resonance on cooldown. Engage is no-brainer. And Aerial Sprint is also another no-brainer unless you are trying to... I mean, I don't know why you not get Aerial Sprint. This is probably the best talent you could get on any dagger move. Is basically an aerial stab. And successive throw, it's up to you whether you want to get the successive throw or not, because you usually don't land flourishes on enemies and you might see it as a waste of a talent, but when you do, it does a lot of damage. And the other last move, no, two last moves, let me see, is Decisive Blow. Dodging an attack increases your knife's journey critical chance by 30%, which is huge. That means 3 of your 10 M1s after dodging, if you can land 10 M1s, will have the 10 per... No. It will have the 40% chance, I think that'll be 4 M1s, to do 1.2 damage. And where is that move called? Nice Journey? Right there. Nice Journey. You now have 10% chance to do 1.2 times damage with daggers, which is really huge, considering if you're either max build or not even max build, because they'll just be like times as a freshie where you can easily, you know, get M1s off of another freshie and dodge their moves and then get an even better chance to do more damage. Let me show you guys the indication on Decisive Blow when it activates. You see? Mine is now red now. And it's on a cooldown. I don't know how long. I think it's on a one roll cooldown, which means you gotta... Sorry guys, I'm lagging. Nah, it's on a low cooldown. But yeah, that's what I'm those are the two talents that might single-handedly carry your build because it'll make you do more damage. But that's all I'm gonna cover for now. That's all, like, this is a basic guide of basic things that people sometimes don't get the information of, so I just want to make the video on the knife guide. If I missed anything in the video, make sure you tell me in the comments down below, and make sure you do share this video, like it, and subscribe if you are not already. And have a nice day, guys, and see you guys in the next video.